Hey there, cutie patooties. Welcome to my channel. It is day 8 and hanging around 6.5 pounds down. Feeling really good still. My topic today is probably not going to be very popular. I've been doing more research, which I like to do. I encourage everybody to do that, right? Because I almost went on Ozempic. I really did. I think a lot of us want just something to help. So hard to lose weight, and it's so hard to control insulin and your blood sugars and things, and insulin resistance is a lot of the reason why we have trouble losing weight, as you probably know. But I came across this story. I'm going to share the link below. I think it's worth listening to her story because I had never heard this about Ozempic and Wegovy before. And I'm going to title this The Dark Side of Ozempic. And in this particular story that I just listened to, this lovely young lady, she has 3 million followers. So that's really cool because she got this message out to a lot of people. And the comments that I'm seeing on here are just people being very grateful because they were having some similar issues and couldn't quite figure it out. So her name is Selena Spooky Boo. How cute is that? And she's just adorable. And she went on Ozempic, and just like is common, started losing weight. Her blood sugars were being controlled, and she was feeling great. She talks about a good friend of hers that had went on it several months prior and had the same reaction. And right before she was going to start her shots, she came across that friend, and she's like, "Hey, I'm so excited. I'm going to be starting my shots too." And her friend was like, "Don't do it." And she went ahead, and like I said, several months in, she's, I have anxiety just like the rest of us, but she's like, "I'm a strong person. I know how to pull myself out of it. I'm good," right? And at the time of this video, she was talking about the week prior and what had happened. And basically, she said at the very end, she said, "I almost took my life. It caused that much of an issue with my mental well-being." She said, I kept kind of arguing in my head, so to speak, of this is not me. What is wrong with me? But she said these thoughts would pop into her head. She was on the 17th floor of a building one day, and the thought came like, you could just end this now. You're up high enough. You could end it. And it's all these thoughts and these feelings that she had never before experienced scared her badly. So she went to the doctor. They started tapering her off. And actually on this video, she said, "I took my last one. It was 0.3. I think she'd gotten up to 1.25 or something like that." And she's like, I'm not going to take another one. And so she was reaching out to her following and just kind of letting them know. I thought the other cool thing I wanted to share with you was one of the comments on her channel was from a neuroscientist. And I thought this was interesting because he said, "I hope you read these comments because I might have an explanation for you as to why this happened." And he started talking about the GLP-1 agonists. That's what Ozempic is called. They don't just act on the digestive system, but they act on the brain. I guess we have GLP-1 receptors in our brain, in our nervous system, kidneys, heart. They're everywhere. It's not just the digestive system that these drugs are working on. So basically at the end of it, it's kind of long, but he said these GLP-1 agonists, aka Ozempic, they excite orexin. So there's this orexin A that we have. And research shows that people who normally struggle with high amounts of anxiety and suicide, depression, those kinds of really hard things that you have to deal with, they tend to produce more of that particular orexin A anyway. So here comes Ozempic, and it starts to make the body produce even more. So he said, in short, Ozempic makes you produce too much orexin A in your brain, and it can cause this anxiety. Furthermore, both an overactive and underactive orexin signaling pathways have been found to be associated with depression. I think your decision to stop the medication is a good one. I doubt it would have gotten any better for you. And he says, "I hope you're feeling better now." He or she, I'm not sure. But yeah, neurosurgeon got on here. The comments are just crazy. There's several that have actually talked about losing family members because they couldn't figure out what was going on. I had never heard that before, that it actually can cause mental illness. And to her point, she also made this point in her video, some people are going to comment and say, hey, wait a minute, this worked great for me. There's one in here, she's been on it 13 months. She said it was a life changer. Blood sugars are down, she's feeling great. But you want to have all of the side effects or the information that you can get, because what if this happens to you? What if it happens to a family member? There's a husband in here that was talking about his wife, and thank God he came across this video, because he's like, we had no idea that that's where it might have been coming from. So they're going to go see the doctor, right? So information is power, right? It's very empowering when you've got this kind of information, and check it out. Just, you know, it does so much to the body that we don't even know yet. I think it was approved by the FDA, don't quote me on this, in 2022. And when the FDA approves something that they haven't tested, they approve it and they put it out there, and guess who tests it? You do. It's called, what did he call it? Marketing, oh, I can't remember the name. Marketing, clinical that's not the right word. But anyway, what's supposed to happen is when they put a drug out like that, then they give the doctors who are prescribing it the order to, okay, if you're seeing any side effects or this and that, you need to report back to us so we can have our clinical data. So basically you are the lab rat. That's how it's working. And they do not know the long-term effects of this. You know, and thinking about those GLP-1 receptors being in your brain, your nervous system, your immune system, your kidneys, your heart. What is it doing long-term to your heart? Do we know? We don't. And I watched several videos from doctors that actually said that. We just don't know. It's all the rage. Everybody wants to lose weight, myself included, but I'm really glad that I took the time to research it. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to know either way. Is it working for you? Is it not? Are you interested in trying something different? Because this is such a huge amount of this synthetic hormone that you are injecting into yourself, and you don't know what it's going to do long term. I don't want to be anybody's lab rat. Just saying. Let me know if you're interested in a much better way to activate your own hormones. Okay? Thanks so much. I will see you tomorrow on day 9. Bye-bye.